What's good, fam? Welcome to another episode of the Boys Podcast. My name is Jorge.
Mike.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, long time no see. What's it been, like a week?
Yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah, did you miss me?
A little bit.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
A little bit.
You don't call, you don't write.
I'm pretty sure it's been dude, I tried to golf with you this weekend.
I know. You didn't want to golf with us this weekend.
I'm gonna get the website going.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put a counter on there how many times I ask you to golf.
And it doesn't happen.
And it doesn't happen because you have this false narrative of me out there that I never golf with you. You always tell people, dude, he never golfs with me. And
you don't.
I'm the one that always asks you and you never do.
Okay.
So it's like at the job sites where it's like so many days without an injury.
Yeah.
It would be like that on the website. So many days without golfing.
Okay,
Like,
dude, you're right. I'm wrong. This is why I don't have a girlfriend, dude.
I'm just saying.
I mean, there's every time we do this podcast, this is why I didn't have a girlfriend moment. That was it.
Okay.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to open my beverage.
Before we kick this podcast off, the obligatory crack,
It's a nice word.
twist, dent.
I don't twist. I just dent.
It's better flow. Okay.
Yeah, it's better grabbage.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, for all you rookies out there, that was a good rip. I do this with my beers, with everything, because it is better flow, but also, like Jorge said, look at that grip.
Yep.
Dude, just thumb perfect. Like if you're driving or something, it's all slick.
The Yerbies, like sometimes I'll have a soda or something
Delicious.
and it's a can, and I don't really do that with that because I'm not really chugging it. Or, it's just kind of like sip here and there.
Yeah.
But with the Yerbies, you have to have like that good
That perfect
grip.
little thumb, yeah.
Yeah.
So, my topic of the week, are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Why do I always get wasted?
Because it's fun. Dude, I had a
You don't
dream
think it's a
about us
problem?
getting wasted.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, define what a problem. No, I mean,
Like, do I need classes?
I don't know.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and hit your dream first.
Well, the dream was just like us partying. It was cool.
Oh.
It was like
Yeah,
so
see, you miss
realistic.
it. Yeah, you miss it.
But I think, it depends on what you would consider a problem. There's obviously people out there that can't function.
Yeah.
And can't do nothing
Okay, so I'm
without,
good there.
without it. Yeah. So
I checked one box.
yeah.
I don't
So-
need to wake up and have a beer. Let's check 2 box. But here's my theory, okay?
Mhm.
So, and me and Brian, my roommate, were talking about it. Is like this whole winter, we look outside and we're like, it's snowing again, dude. Screw it. Grab a beer, right? Drink all day. Dude, now it's nice out. Like yesterday I went golfing and it was a little windy and a little cold. But like the sun's out. I'm like, dang, dude. So I ripped the beer.
Yeah.
And then I came home and had more beers.
Get excited.
I get excited. So I found like an excuse. I got an excuse for every time I want to have a beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Yeah, that might be the problem.
That's
That
the
might be a
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
why-
you're finding validation in it in every single situation.
I just, like you said though, it's like it's not like I'm trying to like convince myself that it's gonna be okay. It's literally just excitement.
Yeah.
Like, well, not the winter when it was snowing and like literally couldn't do nothing. I'm like, what else are we supposed to do to pass this winter?
Yeah.
Right? I can only clean my house so many times. We couldn't go outside. 4 feet of snow.
There must be different stages. Like the people that really do have a problem, they can't function. They have to, like Nicolas Cage leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I'm not that bad.
you're not even
Like
close
this
to that.
yerba is way better than a Coors Light right now.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, so what made me think about it, it's what's that the comedian Bert Kreischer?
Yeah.
Did you see his thing?
Huh.
He's all, I'd keep myself running just good enough so I can drink.
Oh yeah.
You know, mimosas first thing in the morning. Fuck yeah, I'm in. You know, and he has this like 2-minute. Mike Brinkley showed it to me. It's like a 2 or 3 minute thing on why he'll never quit drinking, and it's awesome. And I was thinking, I'm like, dude, that's me. Like that hit me right in the heart.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's why I kind of eat decent. I try not to drink like sodas and do fast food and stuff. It's like I want to keep my body running just good enough to have my beers and stuff. And it's just beers. Like I'm not like a mixed drink.
You approach it like an athlete.
I do. Yeah, and dude, one time our buddy, his mom actually like said not to get too messed up on the golf course. And she's like, I'm sick of you guys treating drinking like it's a sport. And I'm like, dude, we kind of do.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, dude, she pulls out of the golf course, dude, and we tried to do a beer a hole. And I've got a whole other thing about this we could talk about. Dude, we got like, so we shotgunned one on the first tee box. And then, it's in your stomach still. Kind of second tee box was rough. So third one, we did it like in the fairway. Dude, and by hole 6, we're like on the green and like almost throwing up.
Mm-hmm.
Not hammered, it's just too much liquid. So it was like, I don't think I can do it. I mean, I've done damn near 18 beers golfing,
Yeah.
but it's like to rip like the actual beer hole, like
Yeah.
it's hard, but
That's a lot.
yeah, there's all these dudes on the internet, like golf guys that got like famous off saying how much they drink on the course.
Yeah.
And dude, I think it's a myth.
And they're
That's
pussies.
what's dumb about the internet, right? It's like you can make up whatever you want. Like I could film my cart with 36 cans in it and say that I did that,
Yeah.
doing 18 holes. So
And it's all your friends' beers and stuff.
yeah.
mixed together.
So like I would hope you would like trust me, and like people that follow me trust me. Is like whatever I've got, that's what I've got.
Yeah.
Like I've done 36 beers at Cliffy's bachelor party before. Dude, I was driving the next day, hungover shit, and I could hear all 36 in my stomach still.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think there's some false people out there. Like this
for
one dude
sure.
was trying to say he did 19 beers and like 3 shots of vodka or something, and had to have a hot dog at the turn to make sure. And I'm like, and he was like talking because he's pretty famous. I think he has a couple 100,000 or something
Yeah.
on Instagram. And he was talking like he was totally like, I mean, kind of like trying to talk drunk, but I'm like, dude, if I dust 19 beers in 4 hours, like I'm hammered.
Yeah.
And I drink a lot.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
gnarly, dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Speaking of hot dogs, I had one at Silver Oak. A
gross.
little glizzy, dude. It was
Yeah.
so good.
Have you ever seen the way they're made?
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
No.
It looks
really
like chocolate soft serve, like 800
Yeah.
gallons of it, dude.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes good.
Hot dogs are probably my least favorite food.
Really?
Yeah.
Always, or since you saw that
Always.
documentary?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm not a dude to go to like a baseball game and just get like
Yeah.
a hot dog with.
That's the
ketchup and
thing.
mustard.
I'm not a big hot dog person, but then when I have a hot dog, I'm like, that shit was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. But if I was like a hot dog fan, isn't Miller like a hot dog fan?
Yeah, dude. He like when he lived in Austin, he had like hot dog shacks that he went to.
Yeah.
And they have like a legit like a 1 through 30 menu of
Mhm.
all these different ways with hot dogs.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, we did that at Nuke's tour.
yeah. But we were hammered,
Yeah.
and that was pretty good.
Outside of a club.
Outside of
Yeah.
like the little
Super
freaking
smart to do that.
dirty water cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chick was a bitch, remember?
Yeah.
God, she was mean, but she made a good hot dog.
Oh yeah. One of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
but-
go ahead.
But I think that's why I like the hot dogs, because I don't eat it all the time. And when I do eat it,
It's like a
it's
treat.
just kind of like, oh shit, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Dude, you know what I did? Because we were getting wasted at Sunridge one day,
Mhm.
and something's wrong with Sunridge's hot dogs. Because they're almost like 7-Eleven, like they're just straight frozen to on the roller.
little ones.
No, they're the good, like normal size.
Oh, okay.
But I think now they actually have like a cook there and they grill them, but this was like last year. But what I did is because like I don't really like the bun necessarily. So what I did is I got a bag of chili cheese Fritos because they have like sauerkraut, jalapenos, pickles,
Yeah.
like condiment bar. Dude, so total fat kid. I got a chili cheese Frito bag, crushed it all up like in the bag, cut my hot dog up, put it in there, and then put all the toppings in there and made almost like the nachos that people do.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Dude, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good.
But then I piled on Fireball and beer after.
Mm.
Dude, my burps were disgusting.
Oh, yeah, that's the bad thing about it.
Like I didn't know what they smelled like if you were sitting there, but
Mhm.
dude, I could taste them and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
That's the thing. Like, it could be the most normal hot dog with ketchup and mustard. That's it. And your burps just stink.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you put on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Now-
we would have the same one with whatever you ate. And then if
Mhm.
I just ate a normal one, you still have the same type of burps.
Yeah. Dude, now you throw some chili on those things and some cheese and onions. I can fuck those.
Yeah. Chili cheese dogs.
Chili cheese,
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty good. But I don't taste the hot dog that much, so that's why.
Yeah.
Now a brat with some onions and peppers. I'm in.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of lived your life this weekend.
Yeah.
Besides getting wasted and having unprotected sex.
Dude, that was one time.
That sounds pretty good though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, yeah. Last Thursday went to the golf range.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Eagle Valley, their large bucket is like extra large.
Yeah.
I was like sore.
Make you
like,
sore?
halfway through.
Yeah, dude.
Well, dude, I don't even want to do this no more. It was like a punishment almost. And then on Friday, I went and golfed Eagle Valley. First game of the year for
Mhm.
me. Shot 94.
That's good, dude.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Broke 100. That's good.
Dude, there's a stat out there. I think it's like only 7% or something like that of golfers can break 100.
Well,
So
put
you're
me
in
in
the,
there.
You're in the 7%.
Put me in there.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, I went and golfed again.
Damn,
and
dude.
Silver Oak. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Living
you
your
were
life.
partying.
Yeah.
Besides the hot dog.
Yeah, that was pretty good though. Did Silver Oak
Uh-huh.
106.
A tough course though.
That's a little
That-
bit more normal to my
That
standards.
first nine's pretty brutal.
And it goes backwards now.
Yeah. Well, that's the original way it used to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just golfed there like 2 weeks ago and I went to go to number 1
Mhm.
and it's number 10 again. Like back in the day when I first started playing it, number 1 was where it is now. Yeah, so that first 9's like that par 4 going up the hill by like the hospital.
Yeah,
dude, the thing's so hard. It's like a 100-yard shot, but it plays like 180 because it's going straight up a hill.
Yeah, I hit it right at the bottom of the hill, and then hit the T wedge up, and I'm like, dude, I better make it up there.
It's a T wedge.
I don't know, 60-degree
treble wedge.
Yeah, just hit it, dude, as hard as I could. Got it.
Does it say T on it?
Yeah, TW.
Tiger Woods?
Maybe.
Oh, you got a Tiger Woods wedge.
I hope so.
Oh no, T wedge.
Probably sell it on eBay.
Yeah. Hell yeah, get rich or die trying.
Yeah. So that was basically it. I did.
And
that.
how fun was it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, come on, dude, hype it up.
It was cool. Got sunburnt a little bit.
Yeah,
that's good.
Get out in the sun.
Yeah. It was windy on Sunday.
Dude, the human brain is so weird, right? Because like I rode dirt bikes my whole life, and snowboarded, and rode BMX, everything. I did everything, and now it's like I love golf so much. And when I talk to people on Instagram, they're like, dude, have you ever tried like go-karting? I'm like, kind of boring to me. Dude, have you ever tried, do you snowboard? I'm like, yeah, I did for a while. Now it's super boring. Yeah. Oh, dude, did you try this? I'm like, that's kind of boring. Moto's boring. They're all, how the hell do you find, like, I can watch golf on TV, I can practice, I can play it. And they're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't get the whole moto thing from you. Yeah. And there's been a couple of friends that do the same where they've retired or stopped racing or whatever and never touched a dirt bike again. Kind of just blows my mind.
Yeah.
But
dude, I can't even put it into words.
Yeah.
It's just in my brain. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not there.
To me, it's like one of the funnest things.
I know.
Like when I go ride.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just like messing around, it's just so fun to me. I don't know.
That's how it was when I was like 13.
Yeah.
Like 40 years ago.
But yeah, the other sports, like you're saying, I think it's more of a kind of what you talked about, the drinking thing. Just you get excited, and probably a lot of people go out to the mountain to snowboard, have a bunch of beers and snowboard, and just like they love that. Like I go up there and it's like a chore to me. Yeah, my legs hurt. Yeah, stuff like that.
And I think that's where I'm at, because I did love moto up until like the 2 year mark before I quit. I loved it. So it's like picture. Every day you're loading, you load up, get your gear bag ready, load that up. Around here we had to drive a bit to, ride, or in Vegas, my riding spot was 45 minutes away. Do that every day, come home, wash your bike, wash your gear, change oil, change, and none of that was a problem, but it's just, man, after so long, and same with snowboarding. It's like, for us, we got to drive, 35, 40 minutes up to Tahoe. You got to park a mile away because shit's so packed now. You got to freaking ride the shuttle over. And then, like you said, strap in, you go up, do your run, strap out, go back up, and kind of do the same thing. And it's like golf's sick. It's like you put your freaking clubs on the cart, get your beers, play 18. I'll throw my clubs in the back of my truck, like the back seat, and won't touch them. Yeah. It's like I come home, just sit, it's like, it's so much easier of a sport. It's
way more relaxed. It's nice.
Just laid back. Like we got tunes going, and, like same with snowboarding, I do miss it. Like one time me and Miller caught it was like a whiteout powder day, and there was like 15 people on the mountain. Yeah. So we had the mountain to ourselves with like fresh snow, and all that stuff's fun. But now I feel like our area is just so like overpopulated. You're never catching Heavenly. You can go to Heavenly on a Tuesday and it's you're waiting in like a 10-minute line, and I don't know. I got burnt out on it. It's weird.
Dude, I did want to ask you this. So it's kind of a stupid question, but I went and golfed Eagle Valley, and there was like, you could tell there was like we got paired up with like two old dudes, like a dude that was 87 and another dude that just just recovered from a stroke. Nice. Dude, the dude was cussing up a storm. It was awesome.
That's probably why he had the stroke.
They're pretty decent, but you have those type of people, and then you have like the guys are like super serious, but then you have this new like, and I think it's because the game has been more popular, like these barstool sports, just typical, like they all look like that Caleb Presley. I don't know if you know who that is. Yeah. Barstool. Yeah. Like those type of dudes. And it just reminded me of the Happy Gilmore movie where, all of a sudden there was like just gnarly fans and watching because of a Happy. Yeah. So now there's like a new group of golfers that come out to the courses and play. Oh, yeah. Like, what do you feel about that? Do you feel like, I mean, obviously it's cool that more people are playing golf and, putting some money into the golf courses and everything. But at the same time, now it's, we're getting kind of far away from the
traditional
golfer.
Yeah. I mean, it's good and bad, right? Because that's one thing like I've struggled with is like my dad beat my ass. Like if I hit my driver, you know, like a club on the green or something, took a freaking divot out of the green. Like when I was a kid, he'd beat my ass. Like he's like, you respect, you know, the course because people are out there working to make it nice.
Right.
So, you know, like I'll show up to like Edgewood or Incline Village and like in a short sleeve and I got tattoos and I can just feel, you know, like the golf shop guy looking at me and the cart kids looking at me and the starter look. And it's like, dude, I'm not here to do, you know, so I think as long as this new wave stays respectful, because like everyone should enjoy it's a fun thing to do with your friends. Like you said, have beers, have music. It's awesome. But yeah, you do get those, you know, you'll see some dude in like jeans and a t-shirt and he's throwing his club and like skidding the cart around and, you know, like,
has a mullet on with the Viper glasses on.
Yeah. Like, because Sunridge gets like a lot of bachelor parties. And dude, you know, like after that, like you can go play the course and you're like, what the hell happened here, dude? Yeah.
And I think like what you're saying is, you know, there's a group like you, and then there's also like the new guys that I'm talking about coming in and just kind of messing around, trashing the place. So it's hard for when you go to a nice place. Yeah. Those people encountered these other guys. They see you and they're like, oh, here it is again. Yeah. The same type of dudes when really you're respectful. You're there to play the actual game and stuff like that. Yeah. So you know, that I did think about that. I'm like, dude, that must be tough nowadays because anytime you go to a golf course and it's not a young person working the counter, they're going to look at you as like, oh, here's another young dude.
100%. Yeah. And I've witnessed it, you know, like with all of us, like Bubs, everyone, it's like the second they see tattoos, like, oh my God, you know, because that's not a golf thing to do. And
that's why I never got tatted.
Same, dude. I wish I had an eraser.
Yeah, I wouldn't get judged at the golf course.
I get judged. I didn't know I was going to be a golfer, though, dude.
I was thinking ahead.
You were. You just started golfing again.
Well, you know, I still was thinking ahead. Yeah, but you know, I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. You see the guys and you're like, even like Hater Dave, I was golfing with him. He's like, come on, dude. You're crying way too hard. Well, just be normal out there.
Yeah. You know what trips me out? It's like Eagle Valley, Sunridge, Carson Valley. I get it, right? But I've literally like played Edgewood, played Incline, you know, played some really nice courses, and I'll see those dudes. And they can't golf. You know, they're just out there being idiots. I'm like, why would you pay $350? Yeah. I mean, I get the views and stuff if you like golf, but then like you said, they're out there just being like degenerates and morons. And you're like, that's a lot of money. Like you could spend $350 at a bar and do the same thing and have way more fun probably, you know? So yeah, like the local courses, I get it. But sometimes when you go to a nice course and you see those dudes, you're like, oh, why?
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny. Let's get into some questions. I posted on Instagram.
Oh, did we get some questions?
Yeah.
Are we getting interaction?
We got some for you.
For me. Oh, shit.
Let's see here. I'm not sure who wrote these or whatever. One guy said...
You need glasses, dude?
No, they're
starting to get old.
Does Mike still make dirt bike noises?
Yeah, dude. All the time. Especially in the golf cart. Like when I come over the mound or something. Yeah. Yeah. So you get us buzzed, dude. Like it's still in our system. Okay. Just because I don't ride, like I'm still an idiot, like a dirt bike kid.
Yeah. Well, the guy must know you from like back in the day.
Is that the only question?
No.
Come on, dude. Hook me up. I'm excited for this.
Let's see here. Least favorite hard alcohol and a story behind it.
Least favorite, I think we said it on the podcast before, but like any kind of gold tequila. Like I can do like chilled Patron or, you know, like a chilled silver, but remember the Tacoma story.
What's that? Like a
Jose Cuervo or something, you know, any gold tequila, like I think 1800, all of them pretty much have a gold and like room temperature gold, right? Because that was in Tacoma that first time we started drinking and I was ripping it out of the bottle and barfed everywhere. And I'm like, God, like now when I see it, like that was 20 years ago. And now when I see it still, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. All alcohol for me.
Yeah.
That's why I've never been a drinker because I don't like the taste.
You shit me, you've never been a drinker?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't.
Don't try and lie to our fans out there, dude. You went harder than anyone for about 5-10 years there.
Yeah, but I would chug it because I didn't like the taste. You never see me sip anything.
Yeah?
No.
I got a picture of it.
No. It's for the gram.
Okay. We didn't even have Instagram yet.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
What's the word for it? Like punctuality, timing, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm the dude, like if I got something, I'm always 10 to 15 minutes early, just naturally. I can't stand when people are late, especially when it's something that like you got a tea time and there's people stacked up or, you know, you were, I don't know, going to the airport or like, and someone's like always 10 minutes, like everyone has those friends that are always late. And it's like, God dang, dude, just be early. Like, I hate that shit. So you got me all fired up, dude. There's blood was boiling right there. Yeah. Like you know, when you say you're going to be here at 9, you got here at 9:08 this morning.
It's 9:05.
It was 8:08. I looked.
I mean, your clock's a little fast.
I was on my phone.
Okay. Your iPhone
really pissed me off. That's why I'm all cranky on this podcast.
Okay. Well, I apologize. I think mine is food, like when people eat loud.
Oh, yeah.
Or bite on their fork.
Yeah.
It like blows my mind. It's like, dude.
I mean, dude, if we went down the list, I got a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, food, like it's disgusting when you hear people eat.
Yeah, I think that happens a little bit more than, and I have kids too. So that happens to me a little bit more than the other stuff that kind of pet peeves or whatever. Yeah. But so probably that one's top of my list right now.
I would say that's in the top 3 for me.
Yeah. This one's from your cousin.
What up, cuz?
It says,
old bitch.
Why does every one of your guys' episode devolve into talking about cuz's baldness?
It's just a good like forefront of a topic, you know, and dude, and I really like to put it out there because we live in Northern Nevada. It's windy a lot. And I've had times where my hat blows off and someone's like, Jesus. So it's like the more people I can tell and the more I can explain it, they're like, dude, Mike said he's bald.
Yeah.
It's like when I say I have a tiny ween. It's like if I pull down
my pants.
Yeah, if I pull down my pants, like, well, he's not lying.
Yeah.
It's better than the surprise. Like I hate the surprise factor of anything. So
yeah.
The ween in the head, dude, I come straight out.
Yeah, it's not like girls nowadays with filters and shit.
Yeah, I can't filter.
Meet them on Instagram, and then all you see them at the bar, you're like, oh my goodness.
Or like one time I hooked up with a girl, and then she was like kind of psycho, so we stopped talking, and she was trying to tell everyone that I had a small dick, and everyone's like, they're all, yeah, that's what he says all the time, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that small.
They're like, tell us something we don't know.
Yeah, like it's like at least as long as my finger.
I mean, you got long fingers.
Yeah. But with this belly, it's hard to start doing stuff in missionary, dude. I can barely get in anymore.
I could barely hold myself up.
Dude, yeah.
Work out my arms.
Tired, yeah. Wheezing.
Shout out to Cousin Nick. I don't know if he's mad at me. He's saying, like, why do I defending you, maybe?
He's not mad at you.
That I always bring it.
He's a giant teddy bear. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about us calling him out.
He did.
He did?
He said, thanks, and I'm going to work on that. On YouTube, he said that. So thanks for watching our YouTube video. Yeah, I mean, I would consider it more of this is good podcasting. We don't stray away from the hard hitting topics.
Exactly.
And Mike talks about his hair. I'm gonna follow up with some questions.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and I'll talk about it, dude.
Would Mike ever consider buying and running an action sports and golf focused bar?
Dude, yes.
There you go.
100%.
What would you call it?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. You put me on the spot. But that's like, honestly, like you can even ask Cliffy, like way back in the day when we would do road trips, because we've gone to so many bars in our time, like, you know, traveling around even the whole world.
Yep.
And dude, we're like, man, if you pick out a cool thing from like all these bars and made it like one bar,
that'd
be sick. You know, now like golf simulators are huge, dude. Have a couple bays of golf simulators, you know, have supercrosses on, you know, like I love the old like reruns of like freestyle, like Deegan's documentary was on at the Overland the other night.
Oh, okay.
And I felt bad because like Brinkley was sitting there talking to me, but I haven't seen it yet. So I was like kind of like barely listening. Like, dude, that thing was put together good. Like just shit like that, you know. Yeah. Collect some memorabilia. Like, yeah, that'd be like that's my dream someday is to own a bar. And I don't even care if it's dead. Like I don't care if it's like Cheers and there's, you know, Norm's at the end of the bar and we got a couple bartenders and that's it. It's like it would just be fun to have like something like that, you know.
Yeah. So that would be cool.
That's a great question. Now I'm all fired up. I'm gonna go get a blueprint.
Get a business plan going. Yeah, but well, I mean, the question was more like specific, like moto golf based, but you would kind of would want to do it like just kind of everything that's been involved in your life.
No, I'm saying more off like specials and nights and stuff. The bar itself would be like bikes hanging up, golf simulator bays. Like, I would love that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I'm talking about like.
So this girl she knows your plans.
Maybe. Like I'm talking like in Orlando one time, it was like $2 Miller Lights for like their happy hour. And you get a cup at the door. You pay your $2, literally.
Oh, yeah.
And you get, that. You know, you get a little cup. But yeah, there was all these like Miller Lite girls with pitchers of beer. And dude, I would take a sip and go to like talk to you.
Yeah.
And they're over your shoulder filling it up. And dude, the place was packed. And I'm like, we know the markup on bars, right? I know they get like alcohol or their liquor license and all that stuff they got to pay for. But dude, they mark shit up.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
You're paying like $12-15 for a Jack and Coke or something. That ain't right. So it's like I can surely donate a keg to a happy hour and have a bunch of people in there drinking and just getting hammered. You know, and so that's where I was going more with like the stuff. But as far as like the actual like culture of it, yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, so let me ask you this question then, and I might put you on the spot on it. But do you think, talking, if you really did something like that, would it be here or be somewhere else?
I think it would be here. I don't think Gardnerville necessarily. Rough crowd sometimes, but like a Reno or a Tahoe, I think would be sick.
Okay.
Because
I agree.
Yeah, like that's why I don't go out to bars a whole lot. I mean, when I drink, I just want to hang out with my friends anyways. So it's like I don't need a bar. But there's not like a real fun scene. It's either like the hipster craft bar or it's like the over the top dive bar where you feel like you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
It's like I want just a normal place, like normal people come up, after work, bring your old lady.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Cool. Let's just do one more question and then we'll get into some topics. Favorite toy?
What kind of toy?
As a young kid.
Oh, Jesus. Dang, I don't know. Remember GoBots? Do you remember those things? They're almost like Transformers, I think.
No.
Yeah. That was sick. I can't even explain it or that, but I think it was like a car that turned into like a little
so basically Transformer.
Like a Transformer, yeah. Like those were sick back in my day.
Okay.
He-Man. I had a He-Man toy.
I had one too.
It was badass.
I think mine was just, and I don't know if it's considered a toy or whatever, but a soccer ball.
It's not a toy. That's a sport.
Yeah, but
I'm talking like something plastic in a package.
I don't know, dude. My parents weren't big on giving me shit.
Dude, mine weren't really either. Yeah, right. I had so much shit. I had toy dirt bikes and stuff. Yeah, I was spoiled.
Dude, I remember one time we went to like Macy's or something and they had like the Ghostbuster backpack thing that you could use to like catch the ghost or whatever. And we were going to get snow boots for me. And I told my parents I really wanted that. And they're like, well, you could either have the snow boots or that toy. So make the right choice. I'm like, yep, I want the toy. And they're like, you're an idiot. And they got me the boots. I'm like, cool. Why'd you even give me the choice?
Dude.
But it's like, that's funny because I do that nowadays with my kids.
Yeah.
Give them the choice and then they pick the wrong one. I'm like,
dude. I got a story about that. Not a toy though. So I was at a fair in Fresno. Like that's where my mom was from. So I went and visited my grandparents every summer. Mm-hmm. Dude, Fresno's like 105.
Yeah.
So my grandparents take me to the fair, dude, and I am parched. Right? Like I'm dying of thirst. I'm like, dude, I need something to drink. And then we're walking past and my grandma's like, so do you want like a dessert or a drink? Dude, and we walked by and there was like this big ass chocolate chip cookie with like ice cream and all. Dude, it was huge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I want that. Still thirsty. Ate the whole thing.
More thirsty.
Thought I was going to die, dude.
Yeah.
Like my tongue was stuck to my mouth and wouldn't move. And my grandma wouldn't give me water.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that is so mean. Like it's a water. Never forget that. I was pissed at her for like 8 hours.
I had another one where we were coming back from Reno. We stopped at a gas station to get some drinks. Mm-hmm. And I went and picked a little can like the Red Bulls, but it was like orange juice and vodka or something.
Oh, yeah. Sick. I thought you didn't drink.
So I got that. And my parents were like, are you sure that's what you want? We're like trying to, and then they knew what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. And they're like, you could get anything else, but not that. Well, no, that's what I want. They grab it, they take it to the counter, and I remember the people like looking at them kind of weird because I'm the one that grabbed it.
Yeah.
And then I opened it, tasted it, and it was the most disgusting thing ever. And then I didn't even get a drink.
Oh,
I was so bummed out.
You blew it, dude.
And like as a kid, you're like, well, why don't you just go and buy me another drink or something? But it's like teaching me a lesson.
Yeah, I get the lesson. But dude, I legit almost locked up.
Yeah.
I had cookie in my mouth, dude, and no water. You had alcohol. Like you needed to chase it.
Yeah.
Our families, man. Something else. No wonder why we're borderline retarded. Not 2023 canceled retarded. Just like it's a saying. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to clarify that now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I've come to a conclusion about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we keep saying that everyone's so sensitive and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think people are.
No, it's just there's a small little breed of them that just want to say it.
No, I think they're just power hungry.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're that sensitive, I don't think you'd be online looking to be offended all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think. But then I think it's more of they're online trying to be power. and be like, oh, I don't like what that dude said, so now we're gonna fucking tear him down.
We're gonna start a shitstorm over it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out where he works and send it to their boss and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's more power than actual people being sensitive.
Yeah.
So those people need their asses kicked.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks though, because everyone just hides behind phones and computers now.
Yeah.
I'll get in such a fight, dude.
But that's why I think it's good to do like the removing of the check marks unless you pay for it, because I believe now when you do that, you have to submit your IDs and stuff, and it says your full name on there.
Yeah.
So you can't just be talking
and address,
shit.
dude. We'll Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
We'll have a big old printout. We'll go to every door and just whip ass.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
So we did fan questions. Thank you guys so much
Thank you. That was fun.
For writing some questions.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week or something like that.
Except for Cuz's question. That shit sucked.
Yeah. Actually, low key, I think he wanted us to talk about your hair. Because I had no plans to talk about it.
I was good on the hair today, but yeah, he had to start it up. Now I'm all insecure again.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be windy again today.
I had no plans.
We need to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Talk shit about him.
A little bit.
Yeah. He's probably watching hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Let's talk about, we should have like a idiot of the day or something like that. There's a ton of them. But I just don't understand. You know, we talked about John Morant.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's weird how people popularize things. Even like the rich kids that like grow up in a good household, their families are billionaires.
Yeah.
They still like look to like the rap or whatever it may be to do dumb shit.
Yeah,
you know?
dude.
So it's kind of weird to me. Instead of like looking up to your parents and being like, you know, my parents own like all these hotels and they're successful. They're like, yeah, let me be like Lil Nas X or something. I don't know.
Dude.
But Mikey Williams, have you heard of him?
Skater?
No.
Basketball?
So he's this basketball kid in high school.
Okay.
You know how they have like the high school, they could get paid now.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like one of the first guys. I think he's on Reebok. I'm not sure.
Does he have pumps?
I don't know. Probably gets everything. I think he might be Puma actually. I'm not really sure what he gets paid from, but he makes a shitload of money as a high school senior.
Mm-hmm.
Plays at one of the best high schools there is. He's already committed to Memphis.
Okay. Tennessee.
Yeah, so he's like the top 5 like guard.
Yeah. See how good I am at geography right there?
Yeah.
I knew that.
In the United States. But he was arrested and charged with 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon.
It was probably a swinger. Probably didn't have undies on, just went to a bar ripping around with that thing.
They mistook his thing for an AR-15.
Or a billy club or something like Jesus.
So I guess at his house, he pulled out a gun and shot at a car that was taken off. Had a couple.
Oh, I saw that.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
He didn't actually hit no one, so
Yeah.
thankful for him.
Mm-hmm.
But stupid move. So he's charged with that. Today, Thursday, is his first court appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty gnarly, like how you could be this top recruit. Everyone loves you. You're like one of the like he's like LeBron's son, you know.
Yeah.
Like everyone, Mikey Williams, like he's rappers want to hang out with him, and he's a high school kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like that cool.
Yeah.
And then to do something like that and possibly throw your whole future away.
Dude, I'm telling you, it like baffles me how they can't get a support system around them. Right? It's like you need like a babysitter there at all times. Like, dude, you've got your whole life ahead of you. We've said it before on the podcast. You got your whole life ahead of you. You're already making good money. You're going to make tons of money. It's like, dude, you literally need like a force field around you to not do dumb shit.
Yeah.
But still live a life and be a normal kid. You know, like it's a fine line. But that's absurd. Yeah.
So the Memphis coach, Penny Hardaway, he declined any comment on it. And he's like, oh, it's under investigation still and stuff like that. But that kind of just leads me like, that's out there. You know, they don't want to miss on him still.
Yeah, yeah.
So
he's still a damn good basketball
player.
Yeah,
so they're not going to say nothing. They're not going to be like too over the top and be like, oh, yep, he's not even coming here no more. Because you know someone else will pick him up.
I know. And that's what sucks is like, until there's like a union, let's say, that shit's never going to stop happening.
Right.
Right? Like picture this kid. I mean, it sucks because he is young and probably does have a bright future like in the NBA or whatever. But it's like every team needs to be like, no, dude. Like, you messed up, you know, because the NBA, you don't have to go to college to get drafted.
Right.
Right. You know, it's like LeBron, I think, was right out of high school and Kobe right out of high school. So it's like.
I think it's harder nowadays, though.
Probably is. Yeah. But I mean, with this kid, if he's as good as he is, right, every team should kind of put a ban on him, make him clean his shit up. And, you know, in like a year or two, maybe he proves himself and he's got a clean record and go to the NBA or, you know, maybe then go. But it sucks because there's no like discipline no more.
Right.
For anything. I mean, dude, we're not just talking about this. It's like, you know, like you said on the internet, it's like there's no action or no discipline. So it's like people can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this kid messed up and like luckily didn't kill no one because that would have been real bad. But you know, it's like in 3 years, no one's going to talk about what he did as a kid and he'll be making millions in the NBA.
Yeah.
There needs to be some kind of discipline for your action.
For sure. Yeah. And I think that's part of it. Like, that's why they do the dumb shit, because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
But,
and it's just gotten worse. Like every decade, you know, it gets worse and worse.
And it's really sad though. And I would hope that my kids don't go down that path, because I'm there as a father and I'm pretty strict.
Yeah.
But that's what like I love about sports. And we talked about this before. Kids getting in sports and being that dedication in sports and knowing that they have to, you know, work out and play and, you know, do all this kind of stuff kind of keeps them from doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's what I've said before is like, I wasn't a rich family, dude. I legit grew up in a trailer park, and pretty much every kid I hung out with in the trailer park got in some kind of trouble.
Yeah.
But it's like my parents got me a dirt bike, and for some reason I fell in love with it. Like if you can find, you know, like you would think this kid loves basketball and you know, you get your eye on the prize. It's like, dude, I skipped high school parties and skipped everything because I wanted to go race on the weekend. Our parties consisted of like having a sleepover with like 5 of my, you know, good riding buddies. Yeah. And waking up at like 7, my mom making us breakfast, and we would ride all day. Yeah. It's like, I loved that because, you know, this small town shit can happen. Like people, like a lot of our friends got in trouble and whatnot. And so, yeah, I just don't get it when you have such like a bright future that it can't motivate you to not do this stupid shit. Yeah. It's weird to me, you know?
Yeah. But it goes hand in hand, like what you're saying. Just no repercussions for it. So they're like, oh, we'll get it. But imagine if he actually killed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Ruined his life. Who cares about basketball? Like then that's terrible. And you got to sit in that cell every day and think about it. How old is he? 18, 17, 18? 17, 18. Yeah. Your whole life, dude. Like that's insane. So sucks to hear, but hopefully maybe it was a little eye opener for him and get his career straightened out.
And you know, what should happen too is like, he should go through some type of training classes and stuff and then come out and like really talk about it. Be like, dude, sitting here thinking about it, like if I would have killed one of those kids, I'd feel bad because I killed someone, but then also I would have been in prison. I wouldn't have this. Like, and just telling the kids. So like,
like make an example out of them.
Yeah. So when kids want to do some dumb shit, they'll look at this guy that's really cool, popular in college or in the NBA or whatever it may be. And then they're like, well, fuck, he regretted what he did. So maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. And it's weird because I try and think of it too as like they're role models, right? Like LeBron's never been in any kind of like actual trouble. Yeah. Kobe, you know, Jordan, like these kind of guys, it's like they just wanted to play basketball. And everyone, I'm sure, did stupid shit. But I mean, pulling a gun out and shooting at a car and possibly killing someone, that's, you know, like when I was riding dirt bikes, I looked up to McGrath and all these guys, and it's like, you barely saw them drink a beer. And in the off season, they'd have their fun or whatever. But it's like, man, I want to be like those guys. You know, if I was watching a video of McGrath doing cocaine every day, and you know, maybe that changes my outlook. I don't know, but it didn't. And that's what trips me out. It's like these guys, you know, they've got good role models and mentors and stuff, and still off the deep end sometimes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of good role models and mentors,
it is not me.
Draymond Green, exactly the opposite of that. Yeah. You see him stomping out that guy on the Kings. So the Kings are going against the Warriors in the playoffs or whatever. And there was a game. This guy, what's his name? Sabonis. Yeah, Mike Bibby was dope.
He was sick.
He fell, and as he fell, he kind of grabbed his leg. He pulls his leg up and then stomps on the dude's chest. Jesus. And then he acts like he was like trying to jump over him. Yeah. And there's a few different angles. Some angles, like, it looks like the dude really did grab his leg pretty good. And he was saying like, well, what am I supposed to do? I want to be off balance. Like I could get hurt. Yeah. And then the other angle, it's like, didn't look like he grabbed his leg that bad. Yeah. And then it looked like he really did stomp on the dude's chest on purpose and stuff. So he's been suspended for 3 games. Good. You know, so that he could be missing the whole.
Just messes up his team in the playoffs. Yeah. You know. Dude, so I will say, like, I've, you know, in the last 5-10 years, I've probably watched a handful of basketball games. And it's always playoffs, finals, whatever. And every single time I've ever seen Draymond Green play, he's doing something stupid. Yeah. Like, the dude is a moron. I hate to say it, you know. And,
yeah, like last year, I think he kicked some dude in the dick. Yeah. Like, jumped up to take a shot, and he kicked the dude in the balls. He punched one of his teammates during training camp or
Yep,
whatever,
saw
like a
that.
bunch of stuff like that. So there's always those type of dudes. I remember when playing soccer, there's always those type of dudes that they always did some dirty stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes they would get away with it, but you can just be like, dude. But then when they were on my team,
Yeah.
because like we switch teams, sometimes they come over my team or whatever, and you're like, hell yeah,
Do it.
they're on my team,
Yeah,
you
do
know?
it. Yeah.
So that's cool. But yeah, dude, he seems like just a dirty ass player.
Always, dude. Yeah. Like I said, I've only watched a handful of games and he's always done something stupid.
Yeah.
He bothers me for some reason.
Yeah. You know what sucks is, I think I mentioned it here before, but I really like the whole Sacramento area, like the arena and stuff. And I was saying like I wanted to go a couple games because they were cheap at the time. But now like, playing the Warriors.
Yeah.
I think 50 Cent and Mayweather were there at the Sacramento game.
Dang.
So it's like, tickets have skyrocketed.
Oh, yeah,
I could have gotten some good tickets back like, 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
And then now
You messed up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Could have hung out with 50 Cent.
Could have. Mayweather.
Yeah.
You hear about the Oakland A's?
Yeah, I did.
So they've entered an agreement for land in Las Vegas with plans to build a $1 billion, 35,000 seat park.
I did not hear that. I totally made it up. I didn't
Okay.
Only thing I know about the Oakland A's is Jose Canseco and Moneyball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah, really good. Jose Canseco, yeah, like he was kind of one of my favorite players growing up.
Yeah. And then he was a steroid guy.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't know why the MLB ever banned steroids because it was the best time to watch baseball.
Yeah.
Dude, home run every single time they're at bat. Sick. Now you watch it, it's little freaking grounders.
Dude, I wish like pitchers did steroids so they just throw it like 2,000 miles
Like
an hour.
rookie of the year.
Yeah.
His arm gets fixed and he just rifles it in there.
Kevin Rowland Gardner.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is. Yeah. But I don't think that ever happened. And I mean, the batter would have a disadvantage as the pitcher's throwing it harder.
Yeah. I think they should do it. Let it fly.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Casego has a hot ass daughter.
Does he?
I think.
Jesus.
I hope she's over 18. Pretty sure she is.
We'll say she's cute.
Pretty sure she's in her 20s.
She's got to be, dude. He's like 60.
Yeah.
He was in his 30s, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Baby Rich went down.
But they bought 49 acres of land owned by the Red Rock Resort.
So it's out by the Red Rock?
Well, it was owned by them. I'm assuming so.
Damn, dude. Vegas is popping now.
That's what I was thinking.
I should have moved.
I know.
Damn it. Let's go back.
That'd be, yeah. It's like you could catch like sporting events now, like professional.
Yeah.
And then any show.
You can catch an STD.
Food. I mean,
a direct flight.
What stays in Vegas
is in Vegas.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. That's crazy. All that stuff's there now. Like my old house, I should have never sold it.
Yeah.
Literally the next year, the Raiders practice facility is like 2-minute drive down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
That was a cool house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun up here though. Talk
For
shit
sure.
to all my friends.
Oh yeah.
Get you into golf. Drink way too many beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So this weekend, before we get into worth watching, we got Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And why this is cool is we talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather. And a lot of people it's like a bittersweet thing because it did happen, but then they're like, well, it happened past both their primes. They're, Pacquiao went into that fight with a hurt shoulder, like pretty bad, I guess. He just didn't want to like cancel it because it was already taking, how many years to actually get the fight to happen. So we're talking about a super fight in these guys is probably before their prime. Like these guys undefeated.
I think this is boxing.
Boxing.
Okay.
I think Gervonta's like 28-0, something like that, and then the other dude's like 23-0. Basically in their prime. Maybe 2-3 years from now, one of them will be in their prime. Whoever doesn't lose. And so this is like the big money fight. This is what we want to see. This is what should have happened with Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather back in the day. Should have happened 10 years earlier, So this is happening. A lot of talk about them has been that like, let's do this. Because a lot of these guys pick their own fights. So what happens is, Gervonta's knocking everyone out, but then saying like, hey, just like missing he doesn't want to fight Ryan. So they just kind of like detour and pick their own fighters and stuff. And they're in the same division. There's another guy, Devin Haney, in the same division that they all just kind of like avoid each other.
Yeah.
So finally they're like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. This is the big money fight. And they're saying that hopefully this fight, the pay-per-views just break records, and this fight's so great that the other guys will follow lead.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, well, shit, the way to actually make money and make a name for yourself is to fight the best guys.
Yeah.
Not like avoid them.
I don't. Why do they avoid them? Like, wouldn't you want to go against the best?
They just like their records, like undefeated or the titles. There's so many championships, titles, like belts.
But dude, undefeated and you beat like one of the best. That's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for one dude.
Not for the dude that got knocked out or whatever.
I would want to go after that. Is Mills Lane refereeing it?
Nah, he died.
He died. Damn it.
Dude, I thought Mills Lane died 10 years before he died last year.
He died last year?
I think so.
No, dude, he's been dead for a while.
That's what I thought. But no, he died last year.
I saw it on 2020.
Then it must have been a hoax.
I've never seen 2020.
Oh.
Remember that show? I'm bitching.
Yeah. So that's the big fight.
Okay.
I would say I go for Gervonta.
I'm going for Gervonta. I just like the name.
Yeah.
What was the other name?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah. Gervonta's a way cooler name. Sounds Italian.
Yeah. Gervonta Davis.
Yeah. That's not Italian.
No.
Gervonta is Italian. Davis is Latin. He's from South America. Where's he from? Are you going to fill me in?
Well, he's from Baltimore.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was way
This
off.
is a black dude. I thought you knew what you were talking about.
No.
So I was trying to put it all in my head, like, two, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Gervonta has a better understanding of boxing than Ryan. Ryan's kind of like this pretty boy knockout artist. Everyone says he only has like one punch, but he's been knocking everyone out with that one punch. And the way Gervonta fights is he's super slow at the beginning and he gets stronger and stronger towards the end. That's when he starts knocking people out. There's been fights that I've watched where it's the 11th round and I'm like, dude, he lost his fight, you know, and then he knocks it out, knocks the dude out. And it's
dude,
like, okay.
I'm telling you, you never bet against a guy from Baltimore when it comes to fighting.
True.
It's kind of like betting against the Diaz brothers in Stockton.
Yeah.
You know, you just come from a certain place. You've got a different kind of
for sure
fighting breed in you.
Upbringing and stuff. But yeah, so his knowledge in boxing, I think, is greater. And that's why he starts so slow. He, you know, just reads you and then puts you into these situations where he wants you and then knocks you out.
Dang.
You know, so.
Is it pay-per-view?
Yeah, pay-per-view, Showtime. I'll go over the times later. But
when's pay-per-view going to like not be a thing anymore? It's been around since like the 50s. Let's just get some like good streaming.
Yeah. Right. Dude, I heard that in Europe, because they got like the BTO Sports or BBC or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I heard all that stuff shows there for free as long as you like buy that cable package or whatever. So like pay-per-view fights are like free there.
We're moving.
Yeah.
Let's go. Where are we going? Germany?
Vegas?
Vegas, yeah. Let's go.
Vegas to Europe.
How'd you get Vegas out of Europe?
Well, because you said Vegas first, but.
Yeah, but then I was talking about free pay-per-views.
Yeah. That's where those links the people send out.
Are you going to pirate it?
No, because there's a good fight.
I'm going to tell on you, dude.
Hey, I'm not the one doing it. People in Europe, they get it for free, pirate it to us.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to tell on you when you start doing this shit.
Well, you know.
You're the reason why my Hulu bill is $75.
I don't know about that. But speaking of the Diaz brothers, Nate Diaz has agreed to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, what's the other one? Nick. So at Aftershock last year, that big music festival we go to, we were in like the little VIP area and Nick was there. Dude, he is scary looking.
Do you remember Nate was at that Ice Cube concert we were at in Tahoe?
Yeah, I don't remember that though.
He walked in, like just how he looks on TV and he walks at like at UFC all like this and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how he was walking.
Yeah.
And he had like 2 buddies with him and that was it.
Yeah.
Just like looking to fight people.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's what it appears like.
Yeah, it's probably just his natural demeanor. Like I said, Stockton makes you pretty rough. But yeah, dude, Nick's head was like the size of my hood of my Tundra.
Yeah.
It was so big. But he looked like he was just chilling. Like he didn't look like uptight and he had like 4 dudes kind of around him. And he kept standing by us for some reason. And Rush is all, dude, I want to just say hi to him. I'm like, dude, we need to get a picture with him. And then like he started to walk by us and Rush is all, hey man, like big fan, you know? And Nick shakes his hand or whatever. And then like his buddy immediately jumped in and like shook Rush's hand, like kind of like get away from him a little bit. Like, and we're in VIP. It's not like we were like stalking him, you know? But yeah, we weren't trying to piss him off either.
Yeah.
Because his buddies that were with him looked just like him. I'm like,
yeah.
Screw that. That's what I was saying on, I don't remember what episode it was on the podcast, but that's just a different mentality. Like I didn't ride dirt bikes to think I'm going to crash. These dudes go into the octagon or the ring, like they're going to get hit.
Yeah.
It's rare that there's a perfect fight. So
especially those two.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They put their face in it.
Yeah. most people, like especially boxers, when they box, they learn defense and they learn how to bob and weave head movement.
Yeah.
These guys, they substitute that with their face.
With their face. Every fight I've ever seen Nate Diaz in, and he'll win them.
Yeah.
His hands are always by his side, like because he has kind of like long, like those dangly arms. He just leaves those there and just gets hit in the face over and over. But then he'll go in and attack the dude. I'm like, you are so gnarly. You
know, one of the funniest ones was a recent fight. One of his last fights, he fought the champion now, the dude that just Leon Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
So he fought Leon Edwards. It was like a 5 rounds, I think. Dude, he got his ass beat the entire 4 rounds. They're in the 5th round, and he catches Leon, and he like wobbled him, and he's all bloody and stuff.
Yeah,
and he catches him, wobbles him, and he could have like put the pressure on him and maybe finished him.
Yeah,
but what's he do? He points at him and laughs like, "I got you."
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, you just got your ass kicked the entire fight,
and you have a chance to close it out right here. Yeah,
and that's like the thing you go to. That's like the epitome of his personality, and that's why people love him.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm a huge fan of him, just because I don't want him to beat me up, really.
Yeah.
You know, but
at the end of the day, that was what was trending on Twitter. It was that moment, not the fact that Leon Edwards beat Nate. It was the fact that Nate rocked Leon Edwards and then made fun of him.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, dude, the guy like eggs it on to get hit in the face.
Yeah,
over and over, and I'm like, how? Like that can't be fun, you know?
And what's weird about him is that he is like a really good grappler on the ground. So he could kind of submit most people.
Yeah.
Especially in the division.
He's long. Like I said, he's got long extremities, you know.
He's really good, but he'd rather just stand up and fight.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why he's a fan favorite.
I was going to say that's what makes me a fan of his is you don't ever like watch a Diaz fight and sit there and watch him on the ground hugging the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those fights, dude. And that's kind of, I mean, it's the thing like, you know, people like watch golf and they're like, this is boring.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand the strategy and like the way it's played, you know? And it's probably the same like wrestlers and stuff are watching a fight like that. And they're like, God, this is awesome. Look at this dude. Look at his maneuvers. And I'm just like, where's the blood? I want to like hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like both. Like I like the takedown and, you know, if something's going to happen. But sometimes when they're sitting there holding like the little chain link fence and they're just sitting there, I'm like, dude, get him back up and let's watch a fight, you know?
That's why it's cool to have like a McGregor because he's down to go bang in there and those type of guys. And then you have like the Tyrone Woodley and even Kamaru, which is a good wrestler and stuff. He knocks out people here and there, but he has a strategy. And when he sticks to it, he's, you know, undefeated really. And it's boring.
Yeah.
And it makes for them to be boring, which sucks.
Yeah, especially when it's like a title fight or like a headlining fight, and that whole fight's like that. You're like, dude, come on.
But you see, like Adesanya, like Adesanya just like talks that shit, and he goes in the fight, does it, and then afterwards he keeps talking and keeps doing all this stuff, and like he's cool.
Yeah,
you know, people love him.
Yeah.
So
what a sport.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, it's not what I got to do.
No,
I'll sit on my couch, drink beer, and watch them do that. I ain't gonna freaking.
I was going to sit here and drink my yerby.
Just dislocated my wrist. Jesus, dude. Made my ear itch bad. The hell was that? My head turned sideways like a dog.
All right, let's get into some worth watching.
Yep.
UFC Fight Night. Free if you have ESPN Plus and all that stuff. Sergey Pavlich versus Curtis Blades. Heavyweights.
Blades of Steel.
So this one is, well, obviously Blades is a USA. Sergey, I'm not really sure where he's from.
That's the lead singer of System of a Down.
Yeah, I hope that'd be sick if he was in there.
New Zealand.
No, that's not him then. This is for the heavyweight.
Okay.
So obviously whoever wins this could get
fights Brock Lesnar.
No, could get a shot at John Jones.
Oh, Johnny Bones Jones.
Yeah.
What if he'll probably get a DUI or something from now to then?
Big Dick Jones is what they call. You ever see that clip where
assault with a deadly weapon?
Yeah. You ever see that clip where he says that he was like on a podcast or something, and they asked him like, "Why do you?" Because he takes like dick pills or whatever.
What, they have those?
Huh?
They have those?
Dick pills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Viagra and shit.
Oh yeah, not one of those.
So he took something where he like came up positive for something. You know, he was like, I take that or whatever, and the guy's like, dude, basically like, why would you take that, dude?
Yeah.
You're like super young and stuff. He's like, I got a big dick, dude. It was so funny.
Hard to get blood flowing.
Yeah.
See, mine's little. It rises right up.
Yeah, that's the problem. So, yeah. No, I'm saying that's a problem. Yeah. Should get boner all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is a problem. That's why I don't wear a whole lot of sweats.
Or like in class, you get a boner.
Oh, I would get nervous boners all the time when I was younger. Like if I knew I had to go up and do a speech, it's all I'm like, no, go to.
Dude, what are you doing?
God dang it.
So, winner of that could possibly fight John Jones.
Okay.
What's cool about him is after he won his fight, his return fight from 3 years, first fight in the heavyweight class, wins it, disappeared. No one's heard of him.
Huh.
Probably doing a lot of cocaine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's doing. Okay, so I got Blades of Steel.
Okay, I got Blades too.
Oh, I was gonna say if I win, you got to buy the yerbas next week.
Okay, I'll get Sergey.
Okay, system move down.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay,
and then other notables is Brad Tavares is fighting some other dude, and Bobby Green versus Jared Gordon. So that should be a pretty good one. So not bad for a free fight. We got round 13 or 14 of Supercross, East Rutherford, New Jersey, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. West Coast time. And it's also for the lights class is going to be the East-West Showdown.
It's going to be so good.
So this last race was a bore fest, kind of.
I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing special. Yeah. So this one's going to be the East-West Showdown. So first time the East guys ride against the West Coast guys. This must be like one of the most hated races for like the mid packers, huh?
Yeah,
because they definitely ain't making it.
Probably not. It's pretty stacked.
What, like the top 10 or not even top 10, top 5 dudes in each are definitely making it.
Yeah, I would say top 10.
Top 10.
So you got your dudes like on the West and the East Coast are getting like 16th, 17th.
They ain't making it.
And if you're from like, let's say, like if I was that, like unless I was in the points, if I was a privateer, I wouldn't even go. Because picture like you live in Reno and you got to drive all the way to New Jersey. True. And you possibly don't make like the night show even.
It's most likely you're not making it.
Like unless I'm guaranteed that I'm going to be in it, like I ain't going.
Yeah.
Poor dudes. Bless their hearts.
So it should be a good one. What do you think?
I don't think a whole lot.
Like, I was just trying to think, like, does Jet show up there and just, like, puts it on these guys?
Yeah.
Because for one, is his brother, and then for two, you got the Yamaha guys there. Like, he just wants to go.
Well, Thrasher just went out, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's done for the year.
Dislocated hip.
Yeah. So it's pretty much Hunter on the East Coast. I mean, Jordan Smith's, a couple dudes here and there, Danger Boy,
Deegan's in second in points now.
Yeah, but he ain't going to battle Jet.
That's
I'm not being mean.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Realistic.
Do you think he goes in there just being like, dude, I gotta win this?
Yeah.
Especially because his brother's
in so like the old school like mentality of it is like you want to prove you're the best lights dude. Right? Because like back in the day, like when it was, Bradshaw versus, I don't know, Matasevich or someone, East versus West, it's like they wanted to win to show that they're the best lights rider.
Right.
So yeah, Jet wants to win, Hunter wants to win, Hunter wants to beat his brother, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think it'll be a pretty good race.
Yeah.
And it's just going to depend on starts. Like if Jet hole shots and Hunter's a little back, dude, it's done. But if they go 1 and 2, that'd be cool to see. Yeah, because they're both riding awesome right now.
But we also have the guy on the Husky,
RJ Hampshire. I would bet that he might crash. He crashes a lot, dude.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't crash, he's fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a good race. I'm gonna actually try and watch that one.
Yeah.
Our buddy Kenny Lash turns 50 on Saturday, so
old as fuck.
He's so old. Said his balls are 50 too. 50 also, not
50 also. Yeah.
Oh like, yeah, dude, it's part of your system.
Yeah.
It's like my hairline. It's 41.
Cousin
Nick, see what you started,
dude. See, I don't bring it up.
I did.
Okay,
where were we?
So that's 4 p.m. our time.
Yeah, that's gonna stink.
Yeah, and then like I said, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. That's a Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. our time.
I've got Gervonta. Baltimore, represent.
Okay, so we already made the bet on the other one. So
Blades of Steel's for a Yerby.
Yeah, I got Gervonta on this one too.
Okay. See, I'm smart, dude. I don't even watch this stuff, and I know how to pick. Intuition.
And then going now through the 23rd, we got the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
It's cool. It's a good tournament. It's pairs.
Yeah.
It's
kind of the only one?
I think so, yeah. I mean, besides like Ryder and President's Cups and stuff, yeah, I think it's the only tour stop where they're paired up. Or no, maybe there's another one. QB or something like that. But it's always fun to watch because you get, like right now, like Colin Morikawa and Max Homer on a team. It's like, dude, like these guys are both in the top 10 in the world, basically, so that's cool to watch them. And
who's with Rahm?
Rahm's not playing it.
What if it was Rahm and the other fool?
Scheffler?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unfair.
They would probably destroy.
How do they pick it? Do you know?
I don't know. I've always wondered that myself. Because, like a lot of times they're friends. Like Matt Fitzpatrick, who just won the RBC. He's playing with his brother.
Oh, okay. I saw two Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and what's gnarly about that is his brother plays in Europe, like on the DP more. He doesn't have any status on the PGA Tour, so he's just basically an exemption with Matt.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason they win, it's like he won a PGA Tour. He gets 2 years exemption, like he's on the tour. So it's gnarly.
Do you have to be professional?
Yeah.
Like so, like Jason Day one day can't just be like, "Hey, Mike, you want to come?"
I would turn down the invite, dude. Could you imagine me ripping down the fairway with a Coors Light in my hand on a PGA Tour? No, there's got to be some kind of professional status. I'm sure. I'm like they can't. Like Brooks Koepka used to do with his brother Chase, and his brother Chase was kind of playing mini tours and trying to play. And that was a big problem. They had a problem with that because like, well, that sucks because all of us that put in time on the PGA Tour can't get our card. But if Chase wins this team event with his brother, he's exempt for 2 years. So
but I mean, he obviously played that well.
Yeah, but they didn't win anyways. But it was just always the stink. But anyways, back to the Fitzpatricks. It's a huge opportunity for him. And I don't know how Morikawa and Homa pick. Because it might even be like an agent thing where like they're like, hey, your game matches up with their because they want to win. It's still a tour win. It's still FedEx points. It's all that. So I don't know. That'd be fun though.
Hell yeah.
Dude, two freaking gnarly golfers going, shot for shot pretty much.
Hey, let me ask you. I don't know if I have asked you this before on the podcast or not. So if so, forgive us. Your hairline.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking.
Okay.
We got to throw that in there.
Yeah.
No, but you played the Barracuda Classic here, which is like what type of league or whatever?
It's the PGA Tour.
So it's a PGA Tour.
We kind of call it like the B Tour.
Okay.
Right. Like you wouldn't have John Rahm there.
Right.
John Rahm's played it when he was like coming off of amateur status. But it's more of like the stepping stone. It's almost like, arena cross to supercross.
Yeah.
In a sense. But it's still PGA Tour. If you win it, you're exempt.
Cool.
The prize money's smaller, obviously, because it's not a big event. But
so you played that. So my question is, when you played that, were you drinking at all?
No. And I should. So it was funny because the first year I played with Troy Merritt, and he was all right. He was just kind of like, I mean, dude, they're there for a job, but he wasn't very personable. He's kind of trying to figure out the course, and he's more or less playing his game. Yeah. But the next year I did was with Joel Damon, and Joel's like known for he loves his drinks and stuff. And it was funny because we were on the first tee, and I actually hit it pretty good. And we start walking down the fairway, and he's like talking to me. And I'm like, dude, golf is weird sober. And he's like, why the hell are you sober? I'm like, well, I didn't know. I don't want to be all like fucked up, because they're like you get paired with two business guys. Right, they're all like they were actually pretty cool, but they could be serious. And so me and Joel keep just talking about drinking. Like actually on that full swing, he thought he was going to miss the U.S. Open because they had to play 36 holes. So the first 18, he kind of played it so, but he was out of it. And this is a Monday qualifier, so he goes in, has lunch, and dusts like 2 or 3 White Claws.
Oh, nice.
And went back out, and he's like, oh yeah, I mean, what's the point? I got to shoot a 5 under this round anyways to even have a chance. Dude, he shot like 7 under and made the thing. He's all. Shit.
See?
Yeah, but we're walking the fairway, and I think he said Andrew Landry, who's won some tour events and stuff. He joined us for a minute, and we started talking about it, and he's all, dude, if you could drink on the PGA Tour like pregame, he's all, me and him would be like number 1, number 2, hands down. Like that's how good he is at drinking and golfing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think if I ever did it again, definitely a bloody.
Okay.
Because it's scary, dude. I mean, it's just for fun, and it's just like a scramble and all, but. I mean,
but like you have said on the show here that most of the times when you do go play, you're a little inebriated and stuff. So I was like, oh, I wonder when you actually went and played these actual games. Yeah, because I know when you do like PGA stuff, the PGA means
hammered.
Yeah, because it's like fun with your friends. It's
just a charity. Yeah.
So I know you've done these like more professional events. So I was wondering, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder if you got wasted.
Yeah,
not wasted, but
like get a buzz. Because like even when we golfed with Jason Day, we were at the Vintage Club, which is like a super exclusive club. And it's like, dude, I played the first night sober, and he's like, what are you doing, dude? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to be respectful. And he's all, get him some Bloody Marys and some Coors Lights. Me and my dad were hammered. Played way better. Yeah. But dude, you know what I figured out before we end the show? 5 beers.
Is the
perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, so we were playing duty the other night, and I was trying to be all like,
what kind of beer? Coors Light?
Yes. Dude, questions.
Well, you never know.
Coors Lights. Yeah. It's a tattooed on my foot, dude. I'm not going to cheat on it.
Yeah.
But
sponsorship.
But we were playing duty, and like Warzone stresses me out because it's like by the time I get kitted and get all my loot and everything, I get ear hold and I'm dead right away. Yeah. Dude. So first beer, second beer, I'm not even firing my gun. I'm just getting shot. Dude, beer 5, think I ended with like 6-7 kills. I was freaking smoking them. I'm like, dude, this is sick. Beer 11, I couldn't see the screen.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Dude, you got to drop in. See, this is my theory, and I do it sober. So, but prime example. During April Fools or whatever, they had this stupid ass thing where like you were just floating forever. Yeah. So we played Resurgence, which I'd never really play. So I usually play solo or duos or whatever. So Hitter Dave and I got into Resurgence. Dude, we were like mopping. We won one, and we were mopping everyone up, like getting, you know, third, whatever, every single time.
Yeah.
And even Dave was doing good, and he's not the best Call of Duty player. But it's because we were getting in. The map's so small, you have to battle.
Yeah.
So you're warm.
Yeah.
And you know, you're ready to go.
And that's what we were saying, because for a while there, if we had trios, like 3 of us, they had the mini trio.
Yeah.
So you would drop in, and, you know, the circle was already like a quarter big, you know? And dude, we were doing way better. Because that's my thing, is like we always kind of try and drop out so we make sure we get kitted. And then, dude, you're stressed. Because it's so big, you're like, someone's around here.
Dude, yeah. And then you get shot and you get a jump scare.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're just running, and then all of a sudden you just get sniped. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Because you haven't had any action for like 10 minutes.
I start dolphin diving everywhere and trying to freaking serpentine. And
yeah.
But, so back to my story, 5 beers. Dude, I was gulag, everything, just mop it.
Okay.
5 beers on the course. Dude, I stopped thinking about like shoulder turn to keep my eye on this. And I just literally like be talking to you, line up, hit my ball. So 5 beers, dude. That's my lucky number.
Yeah. But duty, well, I don't know how long you were playing duty, because, you know, a match is, you know, for golf, 4 hours or whatever. You're going into it, start drinking, and once you get to the 5, that's your nice little whatever. But do you come down before you end the match, or you got to keep it going, or?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like I get to like 11 and I'm tossed. I can't see the screen. I can't.
So you don't stay at the 5?
No. I'm just saying, like, on the testing, like here's 1 through 4. I'm like, God damn, all stressed. And then probably like, let's say 5's where I get good.
Yeah.
8, I'm still there. 9, 10, 11, dude, I'm seeing double.
So if you could keep that 5 buzz throughout like the 4 hour match.
My KD would be like a 3-5.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. And I'd be a scratch golfer. But I haven't quite mastered that recipe yet. I usually go over.
That's some dedicated testing there to be able to just keep at that 5 buzz.
It's hard, dude. So fun though.
Yeah, because once you start getting buzz, it's more exciting.
Yeah, dude. And another cool thing is attitude adjustment, right? Like beer 1, 2, 3. I'm like, dude, fuck this game, dude, cheating, dude. He's got aim assist. You know, dude, there's no way he knew I was there. Dude, beer 5, I get shot. I'm like, sip. We all start ripping, dude. I'm giggling. Get shot in the gulag. I'm like, dude, whatever. You know, fucking attitude. Golf, same thing. Chunk the ball into the water on beer 1. I'm like, stupid ass game. Throw my club. Beer 5. I'm like, dude, whatever. Shit happens. I'm gonna hit bad shots. I'm like. So I've really got to find this 5 to 8 recipe.
Yeah,
I need to like make a pill.
I was just
like an alcohol pill that's like, this is between 5 and 8 beers right here. Take it, dude.
And it lasts like 5 hours.
And it grows my hair. And
your ween,
yeah, it comes out of its shell.
I mean, you'd be like
I would be the richest
person in the world.
I'd be Elon Musk. Yeah. I'd probably landscape my backyard.
Grows your hair, grows your ween, gives you a
5 beer buzz.
5 beer buzz for 5 hours.
Oh my god, my hair's only grown for 5 hours.
That'd be kind of cool,
dude. What if it like wears off? It's like,
dude, you go on a date. Off? Yeah, you go on a date and you just take it, and your hair grows on the date. So like for 5 hours, you have hair,
dude. And then she like after the 5 hours it falls out. She's like, Jesus, what the hell is that? Hard boiled egg.
Yeah. You got to go home and do the deed too in the 5 hours because your ween grows.
Yeah, because I'm sick of having sex with my hat on, dude. It's not fun. Like I would love to just rip this thing off. And
they ever put it backwards?
All the time.
Yeah.
Aerodynamic, dude. Yeah. If I'm like in doggy, I need speed, dude. So I put it on backwards.
You get a missionary, you knock her out. You ever hit stuff with your hat?
Yeah.
Where you didn't like.
Dude, you want to hear one more
really
cool
see
story?
it. You just hit it. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Good thing my hat was there.
You want to hear one more cool story?
Yeah,
and then we'll end it. Dude, so we were in Orlando probably 2 years ago, I think, for PGA memes. And we got in at like 11 o'clock at night. Me, my buddy Chris, Yosti, and we go to Twin Peaks. Everyone says Twin Peaks, it's because of the chicks. Dude, their beer's ice cold and their wings aren't super bad. So we're like, hell yeah, get some food and a couple beers. But it was last call. So we're all shit, dude. And the Twin Peaks waitress, she's like, dude, right across the street, there's a dive bar. It's called the Sky Bar. And it wasn't even a dive bar, but it stays open till like 2. Dude, we go there and it's a glass bar. Like they open like the sliders to open it, you know. And I'm talking crystal clear glass. So this dude's on a Tinder date next, no one we know, but they're like, we can kind of see him and she's hammered, falling out of her seat and shit. And you know how embarrassed he probably was. So he's trying to pick her up and she like throws his arm off and turns around and runs right into the glass.
Yeah.
Dude, and I do the air laugh. Like I can't catch my breath. I'm like, holy, like left makeup on the glass. Yeah. Next night we do the same thing after the golf tournament, Twin Peaks, Sky Bar, and I am hammered, dude. And I was trying to get an Uber because I wanted to go home and Yosti was all drunk. He's like, dude, you're not going home. And goes to like grab my phone and I'd like rip it out and go to turn around, run into the thing. But luckily I had my hat on. Popped my hat off, fell on the floor in the middle of the bar. Everyone's looking at me with my cue ball out. I'm like, oh no, man. Dude, karma got me so bad. Yeah. So
well, at least you didn't smash your face though.
No, face was good. Yeah, it just hit my bill perfect and launched my hat off. And dude, Yosti started air laughing because we were just laughing at the chick. But those glass is clear, dude.
Yeah,
can't see it.
And you're hammered.
And we were by the slider doors. It wasn't like I was that hammered where I just ran into a wall. I thought like if I turned around, I was out the door. Didn't work.
Yeah.
And we had one of the Twin Peaks waitresses there, a nice little blonde. I'm like, no. I'm dying a virgin.
Yeah, you're on. Well, I just ruined my chances.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up. I do hit my hat.
A lot. Did not bring that up.
You did. You asked me if I ever hit my hat on stuff.
True. True.
All right.
That was a pretty gnarly story compared to my stories.
Yeah.
I just run into things sometimes. I'm like, oh, good thing I had a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
But
yep.
That I'm in on the year, so you know what that means.
Yep.
Me and Mace. Sign off. Yeah, me and Mace gonna go grab some lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with us, listening to my body part talk, listening to Jorge, his boxing and UFC expertise.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you do love it.
Good.
Yeah. And I love talking about my body.
True.
Yeah. No, but thanks for listening. As always, interact with us. If you got questions, you want to hear something specific, give us a topic because we're always trying to figure out topics. Like that's kind of how we start the show. And I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing about like my immature topics. So give us some topics.
Yeah.
Let's fire this thing up.
Make sure you hit us up on all our socials. That's at the boys pod. Check us out on YouTube.
There's an underscore. You left the underscore.
That's at the boys _pod on all our socials. YouTube, Spotify. We're also now on Amazon Music and iHeartRadio.
Oh, hell yeah. Festivals.
So if that's one of your guys' preferred platforms, you could check out our podcast there. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with the boys.
Peace.